How you going, everyone? It's Adrenaline7 here, and I wanted to give you a virtual tour. So, as you can see here, we're playing Fallout 4, and I've got my Vault 88 over here as well. So, Clem, what are you doing out here? Oh, God, I haven't played this game in about... well, I haven't played this in a few weeks. I couldn't remember where I was. Anyway, I want to give you a virtual tour of my Vault 88. So, this took me on and off about 2 or 3 weeks to do, and it was a bit tricky, I have to admit, first starting off, because I didn't know how all the parts worked or how they all fit together or anything like that. So it was really hard to get used to. But as you can see here, I'm loading it all up. We've got Clem, who...
Yes, you are overseer?
Yes, I am, and don't forget it. So let's bring this all in. This vault in particular, you'll notice here that I'll have a fair few mods on at the moment, but we're actually creating my vault. All of the foundations, all of the rooms, all of the rooms were created before I installed all the mods and everything like that. The only reason I put mods on was because basically filling out all the rooms, the settlement meter has, like, the amount of things I could have in my settlement was maxed out. So I was like, you know what? I want to actually make this functional. I need to have mods installed. So I did. And I ended up getting about 120 odd mods. So, and you might be able to notice them throughout here. So we're starting off with the entrance. Because this is a spawning point for enemies, we've got some turrets around here, as we have some guard posts. Okay, so one man doing security. So this is where the settlers come in from. Ideally, they would get processed here. They'd have to go down through screening, and then they would end up going into security over here. Okay, so this security room obviously got some fake terminals with a Protectron thing there. This is actually a station for security personnel, as with this desk. This desk is actually part of a mod, can't remember which one, but ideally they'd go in here, they'd be questioned, they'd be interviewed. We've got a whole bunch of videos around here as well, not to mention I don't know why I would have a map for potential settlers, but doesn't matter. So anyway, once they get processed, they can go through here. If you check on this side, that's actually the original reactor that comes in Vault 88, plus the beacon. So that starts off as normal. All right, you don't really change anything like that. But as you get down here is where it gets really interesting. So it does, yeah. So you get with the atrium. I've put up a sign here. You start off with just this block here. And then it was just all cavern areas with a whole bunch of scrap metal and enemies. There's actually a fair few ghouls around here, not to mention a whole bunch of other ones. But this is what I've done so far. So this is my atrium area. This is just the beginning. As you can tell, I've got a fair few rooms on the outside, and I've been able to put some plants there. Thank you, mods. I can't remember which ones they are. It's either I think it's the homemaker or the settlement expansion mod. I can't remember, but it does make it a bit useful. Plus some Nuka World mods, and getting a tree in the middle. Don't know how I was able to do that, but it all works in there. So anyway, let's start on the right hand side. So on the right hand side, as you can see, like I said, I've got my atrium area here. For some reason, I was actually able to fit another atrium area next to it. So this is kind of like a big community sort of hub here. So as you come into this atrium, this part of this is actually the commissary. So this is where all the items are. You've got your weapons benches, not to mention weaponsmith. Thank you, mods. You can not only can you alter items, you can actually alter weapons. You can create weapons with that one. We've got weapon stall, as with here, ammunition, armor, and armor smith. So you can even create your armor, not to mention alter it. You can purchase armors. You can purchase clothing. We can purchase general stuff as well. And this is a junk workstation. I want to put some shelves up, I want to put some things on shelves, like canned goods and whatnot. Scavenger station, more Protectron things, and in case any settlers want to come in with their power armor, they can alter it all here as well, so that's possible. And I've got some more Nuka-Cola decorations as well. So let's go up here. So let's try this out. So in this corner here, we have a little karaoke sort of section. So any singers want to come up and sing some songs, there we go. Open mic, I guess that kind of happens, just like it does at the school I work at. And here we have, well, I didn't realize what kind of plants I could put in here, so I decided to just put mutfruit trees, which people can actually harvest while they're here, so that's funny. Isn't that right, Kate? While you're doing that. And, oh, Tori. Yes, that's a mod. She's a mod as well. And not the Mac Pelican type of she's a mod either. Mind you, I got to listen to that song again. It's been a while. So here, people can sit down with their little patio areas. Don't ask me why they've got umbrellas, but it just works when it's inside. Not to mention a porta diner you can actually get food from. So that's pretty cool. So people can sit here and eat and listen to music and trade. That's all cool. So let's head back down again. Actually, you know what? No, let's go back up. Let's focus this way. So we've done that commissary type of area. Hello, Nick. So let's move over this way. In this room here is the gambling room, or the recreation room, one of the recreation rooms. So you can see here, I've got 2 TVs, not to mention a bingo sort of poster, so they can watch horse racing or whatever, mole rat racing, I guess, if you want to be law friendly, or robot racing. I think there was a robot racing thing in this game. I think I remember it. You can play pool. I don't know where the pool cues are, and a whole bunch of slot machines. These slot machines are actually the customer profiling ones as well, because that's what I did as part of the Vault 88 quest line. And we go across here, like I said, there's trees. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, proper activated display cases, so I've got to put some stuff in there at some point. As overseer, I've got like a little microphone on the stand so I can address everyone here. More functional, what are these called again? Vending machines. You've got Nuka-Cola and Vim. And here we've got a gym area. So you can exercise using these. How is that able to move by itself? And there's one over there too. Oh, well, anyway, you can actually use them. There's basketball. You can shoot some hoops. Boxing. You've got pommel horses. And we've got people on cycles. How you going, guys? And you can watch TV while you're doing it, and they've also got showers as well. Granted, the showers aren't really blocked off. It's just like big open area. Everyone's comfortable with each other's nakedness. That's just the way this vault works. Hey, girls. Hey. Oh, new settler. Oh, I need to talk to you later. There's Sean. Also, some more paintings and stuff like that. We have some, motorbike replicas, some seating areas. You can see the seating areas in the corners of the room as well. Very much, it's kind of like a hotel lobby sort of thing. So let's continue. So here we have the overseer's office. This here is kind of like a meeting room. We've got like a projector that can shoot projections over there. We've got a map of the Commonwealth area. There's also like controls which don't function. That would control things like the projector and whatnot, plus more controls here for whatever reason. You can see outside. So there's some of the cavern areas and whatnot. So we go up, and this is where the overseer's place area, obviously restricted area. So this is, where we'd eat. This is where we prepare food. We actually have a functional cooking station. That's pretty cool. Thank you, mods. We've got armor racks, display cases. This is where I keep all my stuff. Weapons, armor, mods, that sort of thing. And dog meat. So hello, dog meat. So here's my armor as well, my power armor. This is the X01 Mark 6 with the flames paint job on it, not to mention with the jetpack. That's pretty cool. And here's my T60F Atom Cat power adapter as well. And these are all the power suits that I have that I can alter or anything like that. That's all cool. And my own little weapons and armor stations as well. Little baby carriage, so if I have a baby Sean at some point, I don't have to keep carrying him around. And this is the overseer personal area, so I've got my shower, I've got a sink, I've got my own weights, I've got my own toilet, which is cool. Bobbleheads, I haven't collected them all, and I probably can't be bothered, so I've got my own cycle. I've got a dresser area, seating area that I can sit down with Piper or Kate or Curie or Codsworth, whoever I want to mingle with at the time. More Nuka-Cola, ice box to keep all the cure items and everything like that. More Electronic stuff. Functional stereo, cot, pre-war bed. This is the same bed you get at the start of the game as well. I just realized that actually after starting a new character. So we've got a safe with nothing in it, and this is the Voltec population management. So any settlers that don't have any jobs, I can just make them do whatever from here. And my terminal, the overseer terminal, not that you can do much with it. Oh man, these characters just keep talking over and over again. Whatever. Hello, Hancock. Now, this is the exit zone. So this leads out into the cavernous areas. So as you can see, we've got a decontamination arc. So you go through. How you going, guys? More, more things there. Turrets. Let's keep going. So down this way, this is where you lead to the water area. And what I've decided to do, I've used this area because it's next to water. I've decided to put in the the farming area, the farms. So you can open up the gate here. We can go through, and this water is absolutely disgusting. I think I've got some water mods that are conflicting with each other, so I'll have to fix that up at some point. But at the moment, I really couldn't care less. There we go. So close that. Oh, and you've got your own little workshop as well, but that's not going to do much. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, so let's go back up. Now, there is actually an area down this way that you can lead to other cavernous areas, but I'm not going to bother with that because I don't have anything down there. I just focused on this area here. So once you've picked up your food and you've been in the cavernous area, you go through the decontamination arc again, and get washed off, and then you end up back in here. So let's move on to here. Okay, so here is the games area that children or young adults or those young at heart or those who don't want to work can go with and play some games. I don't like playing the roller game because every time you throw the ball in, it never comes back and I have to try and search for a new one or use console commands. Then we've got the nuke-arcade, so you can actually shoot it. Okay, I'm pretty bad. Get back here. There you go. People can sit down and watch TV shows, cartoon shows, or those, you can watch those info sort of videos that you get at the start of the game, what is charisma? And we have posters all around. Chess. This is the little baby toddler area where they can play with certain toys and whatnot. And we've got a reading section here, which is very limited in books. In fact, these ones are burnt. You can't read jack. A small lavatory area here. Male on the right. And female on the left. There we go. Okay. A lot of these areas, and then you get into rooms like this barber room. Now, originally this was just a common type of flooring area, but because I had mods installed, I redid the area into a proper barbershop one. So here you can go in, obviously cash register. So once you get your barber here, you can actually sit in here and get a haircut. If you're waiting for something, if you're waiting for your appointment, sit down and watch some TV. And then, yeah, we got another exit zone. Now this exit zone is interesting because, as you can see, I've got rails here. So the way this works is that if you've got people outside who want to come in, they need to be, just to make sure, they need to be processed here at a security station. I'd love to put a terminal on top of it, but for some reason the mods that I have, this particular prop doesn't sit well with anything on top of it. It has to be by itself, which kind of sucks. But in any case, they go through here, and then you've got another guard post and another decontamination arc. So we go through. And down here, so do a big jump, is I hate this Protectron. He just annoys the hell out of me. He just stays there and does nothing. I've sent him elsewhere and he just always returns to this spot. So here is my reactor, my big reactor. So as you can see here, I've got my super reactor, and that's connected to terminals outside. I know, granted, if there's a cave in, this could go right on the reactor and everyone would blow up, but at the same time, it is a game. It's not going to happen. And here I've decided to put a little bit of a residential area. Now, this area is quite incomplete. I haven't actually finished all of it, and I probably won't because it's just way too much time. This is also, I did complete most of this, and then when I got the mods, I had to get rid of it, and I decided to put up some specialty Nuka-Cola sort of stuff. So each one of these rooms is going to have 3 bunk beds, so and some clipping issues, and a footlocker. So we have 6 people who can fit in each room. So, and we got a whole bunch of people who can sleep here. Let's go down this way. Now there is a spawning point down that way, so I thought, you know, why not put a security gate? Also, yeah, put a guard post as well as some turrets to help. Then you've got like a laundry sort of area, you know, with a hamper, lockers, first aid. You got all sorts of stuff, tools, more rooms, yeah, more bunks. As with here, another bunk room. I can fit. I think I've been able to fit about 50, almost 50, or just over 50 beds in this. So yeah, and then we've got open showers. Once again, these ones aren't functional, so you know, whatever. And we've got more clipping issues, not much we can do, and a whole bunch of toilets. So that's all good as well. And obviously there's another spawning area down that way for enemies, so obviously more turrets and a guard station. Alright, so let's get out of here. And we will make our way to probably the last couple of areas of this particular vault. And it should be about 15 minutes or so. So hopefully I can get this done in the next 5. I don't want to have to take too long with this. So go through, get decontaminated, get processed once you come in through here. And yeah, we make our way through. So we've got one more area to check out. Oh, 2 more. So we've got the clinic, which will cover everything, so you can actually buy stim packs or whatever, you know, or your aid here. We have a surgery station, so you can alter your face, and the Phoropter. Now the Phoropter I did for eye care last time, so that was really, really good. That worked out. Gurneys, shower, non-functional, like you can open and close it, but you can't use it. And a chemistry set. Yeah, good for you, Kate. And then you got your cafeteria. The cafeteria is really, really cool. This was one of the first places I built. So you've got your jukebox. I don't have it activated because it plays classical music, and the classical music in this game is a bit lame. Vending machines, just your general Volt 88 soda machines. You've got your Nuka mixer machines. These are pretty cool. You make your own Nuka Colas with special effects. We have food. You can purchase food here. You can purchase drinks from here as well, hence the liquor signs. Yeah, the Bostonian accent, I guess. Well, let's put the gun away. Another processing station, just like the previous one. You get processed here when you come in from here. We got another guard. There's Jezebel. I could have sworn that Jezebel was larger than that, but I could be wrong. And down here, get decontaminated. That's fine. And here is actually the this is actually the caged area for fighting. So I can get 2 people versus each other. Red team here, blue team here. Get them in and start fighting each other. You know, and I wouldn't want to do it to the death because everyone wants to be happy with each other. But you know, little obstacles in the way just to make sure that you know, makes it interesting. And I haven't actually tested this out, but it looks like it's functional. I mean, I press this and it closes the gates. There's another gate down there, so I can get people assigned in there, and that works. And this closes this gate, which is pretty cool. And that's my beacon to turn everything on to say, all right, start fighting or quit. So that looks like the rest. That looks like my vault at the moment. This did take a little bit to get through, only because half of it was all about mistakes. I think I did more mistakes in this than I did with anything else. So it was it was a bit of a hassle, but I'm really, really proud of it. So next time I play Fallout 4 with another character and I start making things, the next Volt 88 I have is going to be not like this. It's going to be totally different, and we'll see how we go from there. But I'm definitely keeping this one because it looks really, really cool. So guys, thanks very much. And I hope you enjoyed this virtual tour of my Volt 88. Not the most inspiring piece of work, but it was interesting for me to try this out. So, oh, here we go. We got another one. You coming in or what? You coming in? Alright, whatever. In any case, I've got a fair few settlers to sort out because, obviously they're new, they need to be processed, and more people need to be in vault suits. So guys, thanks very much, and we will see you for another one-off next time. So long!